Today for my daily sketch, I am going to draw one of my son's toys. This is a wooden little toy and it comes apart. It's really cool, as you can see. So I'm going to position it. I'm just gonna take it and put it in front of me, and I am going to draw what I see. It's really fun. So here I go. This is gonna be a little bit of a hard drawing because it is a little bit of a 3D drawing, okay? So the very first thing I want to do is that I want to create a curve, and the toy is going to be in this curve. Then I am going to create the basic shape of my toy, which is like an arch. So watch this. I'm gonna make my arch. It's kind of flat on the top, flat arch. And don't forget that when you're beginning your drawing, you're just going easy peasy, lemon squeezy, relax. Then it curves back here, and actually it goes bigger right here. And then I have a wheel and another wheel. That's the wheels. And then for the window it's a circle. It's very cute. And then this is gonna have a line that goes back, and then it's gonna double up, and I only see it up to here, and it's a diagonal. See it? Diagonal and curve. So diagonal, curve. This line is the same as this line, and everything is still loosey-goosey. This is diagonal, this is diagonal. They're going the same direction. Then over here I have this curve. It's the same as this curve, and it goes like this, and another diagonal. Well, straight line going out. All right, so this is my very first. Let me see. Oh, it's bigger. It goes up to here, and right here it comes up to, this side is good, to here. I want you to notice that, you know, as the more you look, the more you see. So you're just gonna keep all your lines nice and soft, and that's gonna help you to see. Now I'm gonna look at the distance between here and here, and that helps me to realize, oh my goodness, this has to be higher. And also I can make a line to help me make sure that these guys are the same height. So it goes right here, and you see, that's the strategy that I would use as an artist. It's just like, make this line to help me see, physically see how high to go and how low to go. And then I measured from here to here. I just kind of eyeballed it, and I went, it needs to be further than here. It went a little further out. And that's how I did my very first object. Then I have more stuff that goes back here, and I think I made this too big, so I don't have a lot of room back here to show the entire thing. We'll see. Maybe I do. No, I don't think I do. I think my object is gonna go off the page. So right here is where I'm gonna make the platform that this truck is hauling, and then it goes out. I might have enough room. Okay, it goes like this, and out, and this, and up. See where it's at? And then right here, this is where it's at. Watch. See? Right there. And then right here, you see the curve, and it's touching right there. And then it curves out like this. And it goes down in a slope. Something like that. Now I can get rid of some of these lines. Yeah, so it goes on a slope. Down here it has a little wheel. I'm not gonna add too much detail. I'm just gonna show that it's a wheel down there. And then right here there's another wheel because there's a car that's hanging up there. Oh, mine. And then right here, I'm looking at these right here. There's another wheel. this wheel and this wheel are about the same size. So I'm just trying to keep them similar. This one's a bit bigger than this and that. Okay. Adjusting as we go, right? Okay, here. And then that makes the next wheel go right here. And these guys have the same kind of wheels. And then the next wheel goes right here, right here. And then these wheels are about the same size right here, so I have to go higher. Did you see that? I just made the line, and that helped me to move it from here to there. Okay. And that one. A little higher. That's a very good beginning. Now I can see the little cars right here. All right, so based on the wheel, I can then start the rest of the car, and based on this line that I did over here, this line is from this part, the very first wood car right here. So now I can see that I have a curve, and it goes about this high. Watch this. Everybody make that letter C and let it go up a little tiny bit. Go like this. And it's gonna go back. See how this one goes back? This one goes back too, but that one goes that way and this one goes that way. Just a hair. I was just looking at this gap. When you look at the gap, that forms a shape. So in your mind, you're looking at the negative space, this gap. And that helps you to see a little bit of the shape that happens. You see this curve? It's the same as this curve. And we're creating a little bit of these. It doesn't go too far because then there's something that's gonna be right here. But let's leave it this much and we'll get back to it. Do this, I'm looking at the space between here and there to see how far is this gonna go. So it goes only to here, and it touches. Let's see. Right here, I'm still trying to figure out. When you draw from observation, well, you have to figure out how far to go with things. And then you compare one thing to the next. So this line, same as this line. And then it goes straight, and then it opens up this direction, but I had to figure out where does it go. So I'm looking at the wheel to see if I can figure out the corner. So it goes right here, out, check it out, and then it goes in. Oh, this is really cool. Like that, and then it has like a little thing that goes like this. This one had to go further out, and in a different angle. You see how I changed it just a little bit, because I realized looking at it that the thickness needs to be very close to the same. And I'm just experimenting and I'm just having fun with this. So curve it out. I gotta figure out how far in here, and it goes this far, and right here it curves. So cute. Love this car. So look at this part, look at this part, and now I realize, okay, if they're kind of even, this has to go higher. You see? Adjust as you go. Compare, compare, compare. Curve, curve, curve it. This is gonna come back, and remember, this is the thickness of the car, so I'm keeping about the same thickness here too. And by just opening my eyes and looking, I realized this is the corner. It goes just below that. And it is the same line. And it goes like so. And this is my first little wood car. Then right here, they're touching. They're touching. So what's gonna happen is that this one goes out from here. And it curves. And it curves. And I had to figure out how far. Right about this far. And then it does this number. And it comes up. It's like a letter S. Okay? And then it goes out. Like this. And then it goes back in. Same curve. This is kind of, this is where it gets tricky because this is kind of rounded. So it goes like this. And this line is heavy, but this line is soft. And then over here, it grabs. And you actually can see a little bit of the wheel on the other side of this car. Okay? And then you have these, woo, it goes deeper. It's deeper. There we go. Don't forget to look. Always look twice. 2, 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times looking at it. Okay, then it goes out. I'm gonna leave it this far because now I'm gonna start checking what's going on in here. And it grabs. Wow, I barely made it. Grabs right here. And it goes like this, watch. This is the edge. Compare these to help you stay straight-ish. It curves out like a letter J. And then up here, that helps me. Now I can see how far to go. See? And then it comes in. Like, see this line? Same as this line. And this car also has a little window thing. And I'm gonna look about how far. It's like this far. How far from the top? About this far. And then I curve it. And then I make my circle. And I compare how big is this circle in comparison to that circle. Right? And it's all checking it out. And now I can go like this. Round it out. And these are the basic shapes of my little toy. Now I can do the next layer. Now that I know where everything goes, I can actually start working a bit more. Also cleaning some of these corners, figuring out how square, how round. Okay. Circle a little bit more circular. I gotta sharpen my pencil. A nice crisp, pointy. Okay, back to our details. Hold on a second. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and make this a little bit more what it needs to be. Now that I'm sure of these lines and these marks, I know this one's a little bit flatter on the top. So I'm gonna make this a little straighter and then make it come out. And then this one's gonna go out a little further so it matches. And then we're gonna get this out. can see the actual edge of my toy. And now I'm sure that's where it goes. And I'm sure this is where it goes, and this is where it goes. So I'm starting to clean my lines. Then pull, always pulling the lines towards you, not pushing. I'm using an ebony pencil, so for these I probably want to use a paper to keep me from being all messy. And I fixed my circle, so now I can make my circle a little darker. And this wheel has a bunch of detail, so I'm gonna clean up the wheel, and now I'm gonna make my details. So it has a circle inside a circle, and did you see how I did it? Very softly, but also watch this. You can see the distance between here and there. Do it soft, and once you're sure, do it a little heavier. And then here I see, I'll tell you what I see. This part, it's more like this. And that's just how I see it, okay? So I'm gonna draw it like I see it. And that's how I see that one. And for the next one, I'm also gonna clean it up just a little bit because I have a bunch of marks inside it. And now I'm gonna make it darker. And again, go like that, softly, softly. And then try to keep the right distance. And then again, where do I see it? I see it right here. So there's one, and there's two on the top. See, I see a little bit of shading, but I don't know that I'm going to do too much of the shading. Okay, right here I can erase these softly, and then I can draw it again because this is too much. It was too much buildup of pencil. Okay, that's better. Clean as I go. These lines I use to help me figure out where things go. Now I can start erasing some of them. Okay. Then right here, I'm gonna have this little bit of a line. Okay, this line goes right here. Now I can make this circle. There's the circle. And I can make this circle. Don't go too fast. I think I'm gonna do all my circles at the same time because that will help me to remember how big they are. Okay, hang on a second. And then this one. And then this one's already done and clean. I gotta clean these a little bit here. all of these guidelines that we did. Wow, we did a lot of guidelines. Oh no, that one was not a guideline. That was the actual line. Hold on. I'm looking back at my object. Okay, so this one, and then that one, and then that one. Okay. And then right here, this was not a guideline. This is the actual rig where this is hanging. Okay, then here we clean it up just a little bit. There we go. There you go. A little softer edge. Okay, so this one feels right. I'm going over some of these, making them into stronger lines now. Nice and flowy. And these wheels also have the little details. So they go like this. It's like a circle inside a circle, circle inside a circle. And then you get another circle right here and another circle right here. And this one's done. Clean it out. Then I know now that this is the right line. I did it so carefully, remember? I'm gonna turn my sketchbook around. I just have to. And I'm gonna keep this here. I need to make a straight line, and this line I'm gonna drag my hand, and then there you go. And I can show the ending of that line, air draw, boop, right there. And then this one, I'm gonna do the same thing. Hold on a second. Change right here. This one, yeah, this is part of it. It goes right here, air draw, right here, air draw, right here. And then we're gonna erase the overlap. Erase the overlap. Erase the overlap. Where you have stuff. Now we can clean these. This was part of our guidelines at the beginning. That's part of the 3D line. Very good. I like to clean as I go. So I just, anything I see that I need cleaning, there you go. And things can be more rounded off a little bit more as we go. I'm gonna turn my paper this way. I try not to, but I have to. And then now I'm more comfortable in order to get these lines straight. Because if you're not comfortable, then you cannot make a straight line. And then I hear, oh, you can't make a straight line? It's like, yeah, I can. I just was so uncomfortable. Okay, there we go. And then this is a softer line. Get this one done. That one to flow. It flows out. And again, a circle inside the circle. Circle inside the circle. Do it soft, do it slow, and then this one has a circle inside the circle. Okay, on this one you can see the little round thing. The little round thing. Very good. Alright, and all we have to do now is just clean up some more of those lines that are our guidelines. There we go. And there you have it. This is a wooden car made from observation. So don't be afraid to get a toy. Get a toy from your toolbox. Or this was my son's toy. I still have it because it's very special. It was handmade for him. And it is art on itself, this toy. It was carved by hand. So there you go. That's my wooden toy car.